Hi, this is Alan Ellis with DeGuire Paperless Property Management Company in Fort Worth, serving the North Texas area. Today we're going to talk about what is the Texas Property Code and how does it affect the rental properties in Fort Worth. The Property Code is broke down into 9 subchapters, and it covers every aspect of any type of issue that could possibly arise between a tenant and a landlord. It covers things like what is the occupancy level or limits. The occupancy limit is 3 adults per the number of bedrooms in a rental. It even explains what's an adult. An adult is a person that's 18 years or older, and it even explains what the criteria is to be considered a bedroom. It'll also cover things like when does a tenant have a right to vacate and avoid liability on a lease. And it gives several examples, one being following a family violence issue, if it meets certain criteria, and the other obviously is related to military service. Another subchapter is repairs. When is a landlord required to make repairs? The landlord doesn't even have to acknowledge the repair request from the tenant if the tenant is behind on their rent. Security devices is covered in property codes. Security devices like a door viewer, it cannot be any higher than 48 inches from the floor. It cannot be any lower than 36 inches from the floor. But the property code tells the landlord and the tenant what these requirements are. Disclosure. You've got to disclose ownership. You've got to disclose the management company. You've got to tell them where to bring the payments. Property codes tell us that. Smoke alarms. It tells us where smoke alarms have to be placed. They can only be so many inches from the wall. You've got to have them in the bedrooms. You've got to have them accessible to certain living areas. That's what the property codes are for, and it should be the working handbook of every single landlord. Utility cutoffs. Under no situations at this point can a landlord shut off utilities to a tenant, unless it's for repairs, construction, or emergencies. Retaliation. A landlord cannot retaliate against a tenant. If you have a tenant that's constantly requesting repairs, they're constantly complaining, you can't all of a sudden just raise the rent in retaliation for the extra work you're having to put in to handle this particular tenant without facing possible liabilities. Rental application deposits versus rental application fees. Rental application deposits, an application is deemed rejected if an acceptance isn't given owner before 7 days. And then that security deposit would have to be refunded to that applicant within a certain period of time. That's what the Texas Property Code does. It lets everybody know what their responsibilities are. And it lets everybody know the length of time that it's going to take to accomplish that. And if they don't, it lets them know what the consequence will be and could possibly, the damages would be. So the Texas Property Codes is the playbook. We need to study it. We need to learn it. We need to apply it. And when we do that, we will reduce liability. We will improve tenant, landlord communication. And that's the whole purpose of the Texas Property Code, Chapter 92. This has been Alan Ellis with DeGuire Paperless Property Management Company in Fort Worth, and have a great day.